Hi, my name is Amy Todd with Amy's Creative Wishes, and today I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful Christmas card with the Ornament punch pack along with the Christmas Gleaming stamp set. So let's dive right in. As you can see, I've already stamped and fussy cut the holly leaves and berries because I didn't want you to have to sit here and watch me try to fussy cut. Next, I'm going to stamp the sentiment, and I'm using Pretty Peacock ink. And the sentiment says, "Deck the halls with boughs of holly." So I'm just going to stamp that right here on my very vanilla cardstock. Perfect. And I've forgotten the name of the punch. It's a label punch, as you can see. I can't remember the exact name of it at the moment, but I will put that in the description of the video. And I'm going to punch it out, and I'm going to punch it a little more to the right. And you'll see why in a moment. I'm actually going to make this label smaller with this same punch. So we punch that out just from a scrap of Whisper White. And then I'm going to take this same label that I just punched out, and I'm going to feed it back in through the inside and have it over to the left. And punch. And there, I've got the same shape, but a smaller label. And I have my card base is also very vanilla. It is 4 1/4 by 11, scored in the middle at 5 1/2. I have a Night of Navy card layer, which is 4 by 5 1/4. I have another piece of very vanilla, which is 3 3/4 by 5, and I have embossed this with the Scripty 3D embossing folder. So the pieces are going to layer like this. But first, before we layer them, I want to show you a tip. So with the Night of Navy layer that I'm going to be using, I'm going to punch out another one of these labels from that layer. And you're not going to see that I punched that out. It's just a cheater way because this is going to go over top, right? So no one's ever going to know that I did that. But what I'm going to do is with this label, I'm going to cut it in half. And then with some adhesive, oh, bear with me, I need to get a new one. So this is our old snail adhesive. I'm still waiting for my new Stampin' Seal to come in the mail, so forgive me, I'm using this, but you could use our new Stampin' Seal. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of snail on the back, and then I'm going to layer these so that there's a hint of the Night of Navy sticking out. I'm going to do the same over on this side. And so now I have a layered sentiment. Okay, so now we can go ahead and we can attach this Night of Navy layer to our card base. I'm also going to attach my very vanilla embossed layer. I'm going to do that flat as well because I'm going to be punching out some ornaments, and they're going to be popped up along with the sentiment and the holly. Oops, I almost did that upside down. So there we go. Now I'm bringing in the Brightly Gleaming Specialty Designer Series paper. Here's a few of them. They were in our holiday catalog last year, and they carried them over, or not carried them over, but brought them back into this year's holiday catalog because it was such a popular designer series paper. So and those ornament punches I showed you at the beginning, I'm just gonna punch out some ornaments. I'm gonna do 2 of this ornament. So 1 with the pretty peacock and copper paper, and 1 with the Knight of Navy and copper. That was the larger of the ornament punches. And then with the smaller ornament punch, I'm going to punch out 1 with Old Olive, or yes, Old Olive and copper. I'm also going to be bringing in from the Forever Greenery Trim Combo Pack. It has a very vanilla ribbon and this gold twine. So I'm going to be using the gold twine. Oh, you know what? And I just realized I made a mistake. So I shouldn't have adhered to all my layers yet. So what I'm going to do is take my Take Your Pick tool. And with this spatula end, I'm going to do my best to lift this up. It's tearing a little bit, but it shouldn't be too bad. I'll be able to reseal it. But my apologies, I made a mistake, but you know, we all make mistakes. Now, with this twine, I want 3 pieces, 1 for each ornament. And the ornaments are going to hang down, and this is going to look like they're the string of the ornaments. So, I'm going to measure this. And I'll get 3 about the same size, give or take. Okay, I'm gonna move the twine out of the way now, and what I'm gonna do first is on the back of each ornament, I'm going to tape it down. I'm just going to use regular good old Scotch tape to tape these down. So there's 1. There's 2. And 1 more with some good old Scotch tape. And there's 3. Okay. So I'm going to attach each of these to my card. And as I mentioned, I'm going to pop them up. So the way to do that is to use Stampin' Dimensionals. And what these are is just basically foam adhesive dots. Self-adhesive foam mounts. And they're acid-free. So they just look like this. They're little octagons. And I'm going to put, I think, probably 2 on each of the big ornaments. And 1 should be good on the small ornament. I don't want to put those dimensionals away just yet because I will also be adhering the holly and our sentiment with dimensionals as well. But first what I'm going to do is add my Oh, almost did it upside down again. Add my ornaments. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to take the dimensional backings off. So there's backings so that to protect them. And I'm just going to sit this one right about here. And then this one overlapping right about here. And then the small one I'm going to put right down here. And see, all the strings are coming up. And I'm just going to use some Scotch tape to attach all the strings to the back of this layer, of the Night of Navy layer. So I'm just going to take this piece of tape and tape them right to the back. Okay. And now I'm going to add more adhesive to this Night of Navy layer so I can re-tape it to my card base. So we will try that again. And we are almost done, believe it or not. I'm going to take some more dimensionals and add them to my sentiment layer. Take the dimensional backings off. And that's going to go just right down in this corner. And then I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of my holly. And I should mention, I used the light old olive Stampin' Blend to color the leaves. And then the light pretty peacock to color the berries. And I used the dark pretty peacock just to add those little dots on the berries. I love Stampin' Blends. And I will show you in a future video a little bit more about those and how to color with them. And then, so this I'm just going to add next to the sentiment. And there we go. We have our finished Christmas card. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can reach me at amyscreativewishes@gmail.com or through my Facebook page, which is right here, Amy's Creative Wishes. You can message me through there. Thank you so much and have yourself a wonderful day.